Does Fortnite Story even matter? See, Fortnite doesn't follow the traditional route of storytelling like a narrative-based single-player game would. There's no cutscenes between missions, no level 1 to final boss. Fortnite Story is more subtle, it's environmental, it's seasonal, and more importantly, it's community-driven. It's a story told through map changes, through in-game events, through cryptic quests, and hidden audio logs that players have to piece together like a giant puzzle. We've watched massive arcs unfold in real time. The Seven rising and falling, Agent Jones abandoning the IO, entire islands being destroyed or sucked into a void. It's chaotic, it's weird, sometimes it barely makes any sense, but you know what? It's ours. And that shared story might be what keeps so many of us coming back season after season, whether we'd like to admit it or not. Let me ask you something. How many games can you say that about? Where you don't just read the story, you live it. Fortnite's world tells its story through every update, every shift in the map, every floating object in the sky. It's passive, but it's something that we're actively a part of. Here's how I like to break it down. The gameplay, that's what grabs your attention first. It's the bait. The smooth third-person shooting, the snappy movement, zero builds or builds, and the constant stream of wild creative updates. Lightsabers one week, anime powers the next. That's the surface level appeal. But the staying power? That's something deeper. That's not just gameplay, that's story. That's what turns a casual player into a long-term fan. It's what keeps someone logged in for 15 seasons instead of 15 games. And frankly, what probably has you watching this video right now. You probably started playing Fortnite for the Battle Royale, but what do you remember most? Okay, probably your first Victory Royale, but you've likely had so many of those at this point, and it's just part of your daily play. But what moments stick? The ones you weren't just watching, you were in. The Black Hole, Shogun-X, the Demon Magic Energy stuff, live events, one-time experiences that spur dozens of conversations and theories spanning thousands of videos online. That's what makes Fortnite special. It blurs the line between game and experience. The story creates an emotional memory, while the gameplay gives us an active memory. To showcase what I mean here, let's take a classic franchise, Halo. Combat Evolved, it was an instant masterpiece that also innovated the existing subgenre of PvP shooters, much like Fortnite did for Battle Royales in its time. People weren't just invested in the PvP though. They were invested in Master Chief, in Cortana, in the invasion of Earth, and what were the rings really all about? These things all elevated the game. But when Halo 3 went from Bungie to 343 Industries, bringing us Halo 4, 5, and Infinite, they all felt a bit shallow with no real direction. People didn't just lose interest, they felt disconnected. The gameplay was solid, sure, albeit different, but the emotional anchor was completely gone. What about one of the greatest FPS stories ever told? Titanfall 2. The bond between you and BT? Mwah! People still cry out for Titanfall 3. Apex Legends exists in that same universe, and the gameplay is similar, but the Titanfall story impacted them. Fans still carry that connection. They care because the world meant something to them. It means something to them. Then there's Overwatch. People fell in love not just with the game, but the characters. Tracer, Genji, Mercy, the backstories and tension between factions gave each match more meaning. But when Blizzard canceled the PvE story mode that they had hyped up for years, fans were devastated. Because it wasn't just about missing content or a wasted couple of bucks. It felt like a broken promise. And that shows how deeply story matters, even in primarily non-narrative driven games. And this, my friends, is where Fortnite nails it. Because unlike other games that tried to separate story from gameplay, Fortnite kind of melds the two together. The story doesn't exist around the game, it exists within it. Not a story mode and a multiplayer mode, they're one and the same. You live the lore by jumping from the battle bus. Every update, every biome, every strange new artifact or NPC, it's all part of an unfolding, ever-living narrative. One season you're infiltrating the imagined order as a double agent, the next you're at an alien invasion, a reality war, a chrome apocalypse. You don't start a new character in the story, you just log in and exist in the changing world. The game never yells, "Hey, story time!" It just opens the doors and lets us walk in to experience each moment at our own pace. Sure, there are quests that people skim through for the free battle pass experience, but you still catch glimpses and moments along the way. You can sense when something's about to happen. The sky changes, the music shifts, weird happenings start occurring. You step into a new area and get that chill down your spine. That immersive world building isn't Fortnite trying to tell you the story. It's trying to make you feel one. So I'll just say it. Fortnite's story might not matter to a new player, But to many longtime players, it's pretty big. It's the heartbeat behind every event, the glue between seasons. Lore isn't even the whole piece of the Fortnite story here though. It's the conversations and theories, it's the reactions, watching an event live with millions of others, hearing everybody collectively lose their minds. That's not gameplay, that's culture. Those are the things that stick with you when you're showing your future children their first games. You'll probably forget what level you were in Chapter 4 Season 2, or what day of the week they vaulted your favorite weapon, but you won't forget the time you watched the Chapter 1 island get sucked into a singularity and streamers held hundreds of thousands of viewers just to watch a black screen! I am not jealous, I wasn't even playing Fortnite at the time, but by golly, that blew my mind. But you see, those are shared moments. It's not something a game gives you, but something it creates with you. In a rapid market like today's gaming space, all bidding for your attention and money, that's rare. So I'm gonna ask the question again. Does Fortnite Story really matter? No. You can play the game, you can win your FNCS cups, you can grind your battle pass without ever thinking about any of this. But if you're someone who wants to feel connected, to be a part of something that's growing, changing, and evolving outside of the current meta, then yeah, it absolutely matters. And I believe the number of players that think that way is higher than people suggest. The story is what gives this wild, colorful chaos meaning. It's not just extra dev time distracting from the newest mechanic being built. It's the soul of Fortnite that gives that new item something more than, it's fun while it lasts. And the best part, it's still being written. By Epic, sure, but by us too. Every time we jump off that battle bus. So the next time you're gliding down to the island, take a look around you. You're not just dropping into a match, you're dropping into a living story, one we're all telling together. One that I hope Epic reinvests into again, so new players have their own black hole moment. Fortnite Story may not be everything, but it's pretty important. Thank you so much for watching, my friends.